hitting that like button right off the start. So before we finish up our eagle, I had this little bear from last Sunday. I'm gonna finish him up, and he's halfway done now. I mean, he's blocked out. Just needs the rest of him trimmed off. So I'm gonna finish him up, and then I'm gonna do the eyes and the feet on that eagle. But that said, I appreciate y'all being in here watching, and we will get at it. everybody's doing pretty good. See who we got so far. We got Cheech. I see you. Guys, be sure and hit that like button. The Electric Whittler sent me some happy poop. Can't go wrong with that. Hey, Tim Liss, what's going on? Glad to see you in there. Hey, Amanda, nice to meet you. Heck yeah, look at that. I got some happy poop from EW. That's really awesome. Okay, guys, I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep going here. But before I do, be sure to crack open a cold one. Hit that like button. Old Smokey's going to drink a Miller Lite with me. He's a good friend, and everything's fine. Be sure and hit that like button. Hey, there's number 10. Okay. All right. All right, I'm finishing this bear up, and then I'm going to work on the eagle. But I'll keep going with this guy, digging his eyes out and rounding his head off and stuff. All right. out here. It blows my mind how hot it is. If you haven't hit that like button already, be sure to smash that dude. See it up there? My daughter got me that nice Mickey Mouse thumbs up. I think that's pretty cool to have in the background. But appreciate you guys being there. So be sure and click that, and we'll get it done. Yeah, Boss Lady got me this cool beer koozie. I love this guy. Smokey Bear. Woohoo! All right. Well, let me tell you, I'm sweating like a Mount Pinatubo overflowing. It is what it is. That's what happens when you're fat. He's getting some hair on him. He's looking pretty good. See what we got. 22 so far. Baby kisses. Glad to see you in there. Tim List, awesome members of the channel. EW, the Electric Whittler, awesome member of the channel. Glad to see you guys in there. Heck yeah. Don't forget, it'll be next Saturday. We'll have our live stream members only carving giveaway. And remember, like LJ Woodwork, who just became a member, you have a chance to win. get some other stuff done to him. I'm gonna have to leave the saw out though because I've got to finish the relief cut. But I'll be glad to get these headphones off because man, let me tell you, I am burning up. I mean, that's typical fat guy stuff. I'm cooking like a steak dinner. It is what it is. Okay, give this guy some nose holes and stuff. Get all that going. Well, that's just the way it goes, you know. I mean, it's two things that can be tough on somebody, being fat and being stupid, and I got both of those down, so you know it's pretty tough. It's life. I'm trying to get my glasses back on, but my face just got so hot that. But it ain't good to not have them on, I'll tell you that. Okay, let's sand this dude. Actually, I get a little more detail on the nose holes and burn him and sand him. And then finish the relief cut and then get him out of the way and go to this eagle. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to be doing a mahi-mahi. And I'll show you the drawing. I'll show you the drawing of him in a second. Let me make sure this is spinning straight. And that's it. Yeah, okay. Let's do a little burning on this dude before we sand him. I guess I can put the eyes in. I'm going to put plastic eyes in on him. Let me take that mask back off for a second. And I'll get the drill bit out. I hope everybody's doing pretty good. Hit the like button if you would. Appreciate that. Up to 29 in 23 minutes. I'm happy with that. All right. Hey, Jacob Blankenship. Nice to meet you. I appreciate that. I don't know about the brain, but we try hard, man. That's for sure. But anyway, we got the Electric Whittler. We got let's see, Timless, who's that? Yeah, Timless Creations, Baby Kisses, awesome members of the channel. Glad to see you guys in there. Okay, I'm gonna do the eyes real quick, put the eyes in. Because he's just gonna get plastic eyes. These little bears, you just trying to pump them out. And realistically, I'm coming to realize I can't make this stuff fast enough. And it's a good problem to have. But I'll tell you what's a good thing to have, and that is a Smokey Bear. A Smokey Bear, come on. Smokey Bear beer koozie. You will not find it more enjoyable. I'm not saying it's the best at keeping your beer warm, but it is cool. Okay, all right. Keep your beer cool, not warm, dummy. I'll tell you what, I'm warm. We just had rain come through, and y'all know the drill. It just got real humid. Heck yeah. Okay. Sometimes I screw it up and way off. That don't look bad. Okay, good. I'm good with it. All right, let's go. Okay, I actually got another one over there that I got done. That's sitting over there in the background. I haven't done his eyes yet, but I'm not too worried about it. Actually, I'll tell you what. I didn't do his nose holes either. I'm not going to worry about him. One at a time. Okay, let's burn this dude. Give him his initial burn, and I probably won't sand him right now, realistically. Probably just give him a little crisping, leaf set over there. I say that and then watch me sand him. That's hard to say. The first thing I want to do though is unbolt him and give him that relief cut. Let's get, is this on? No. There you go, there's some gas. Too much gas. Can't even stir it. This guy's some flaming. Burn her at the stake! Yeah, I think I will, just because it don't take that long to do it. And this is a sanding burn. This is not a finishing burn. I'm going to take this dude, let that crisp, unhook him, finish my relief cut, bring the other one over here, do the same thing to it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get my bit and burr and the bits and the burrs and take that off. Let's see, where you at? It's starting to get messy in here again. And it's just the way it goes. I move too fast, I don't clean up after myself, and then I have to stop every couple lives or every couple times I come in here working. I gotta stop and go back and clean up, organize my stuff. But at least I admit it, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to make any excuses. I'm horrible at it. So that's that little cute little guy. Let's go ahead and take this other one while we're at it, and we'll go ahead and do him the same way. Now he's a little different. He's got his mouth open. I'll show you what we got. I'm not going to boil him down. I'm just going to do what I can with him. But I made him with his mouth open. And I don't know. He's a little different than the other one. I don't know which one I like better. I'm going to keep that lag handy. Let's go ahead and give him his eyes. Man, dropping stuff. Klutzy. Pyramid of Klutzman. All right, give this guy some eyes. I don't know if I like it that way. Okay, now you got to try to get that one to be the same. That can be right? Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, not too bad, not too good. Somewhere in the middle. That's where we try to be. And if your bear comes out cross-eyed or one eye goes to the left, I mean, I'm sure that's real in nature because we see humans like that. No reason to judge him. If he's fortunate, maybe he'll be able to use that as a reason to get Social Security. And, I mean, that wouldn't be so bad for him, would it? Just saying. Okay, there's that. And I got this dude. Give him some nose hole workage. Some shine. I don't want nose holes. I don't smell. You're all sweaty and stuff. Why would I want to smell that? Okay, now I sound like the boss lady. Right? Heck yeah. Okay. Get this dude some eyes real quick. Nose. Get this dude some nose. I don't even know what I'm doing. Just hit the like. I need all help. Hey, we got 10 rubies. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Hey, Matthew. Looks like Matthew's in there. I'm looking to see who else is in there. I'm trying to read them, but I can't really. It's hard. It's hard to read them. Whoa. Calm down, man. ain't too bad. Try to clean that mouth out a little bit while I'm at it. It's pretty bad saw mark. Sometimes I give them tongues, but really, this one here is a little too small for that. At least clean his lower jaw out. You know what? I forgot about the release cut to the other one. So I'll have to bring it back out here. So, that's just really big deal. Okay. I didn't give this guy no claws either, so let me see if I can arrange for him to have some claws too while I'm at it. Put my earphones back on. He don't have no feet, no toenails. How's he supposed to climb a tree with no toenails? Good enough for government work anyway. I see something I don't like. Came out, or the second one came out better, but it would have been the first one you seen today. But anyway, this guy, he still needs a relief cut. I never gave him one, so I better get that done real quick here too. Chop that dude up, zip him in. I already relief cut this guy, so he's fine, other than I want to burn him, but I'm going to cut this cut. Yeah, so far, anybody was watching Tuesday and Thursday, I was trying out that Archer bar, and it took a little adjustment. They all do. It's just the way it is, and it's figuring them out. Well, I figured it out. So I figured out what made the Archer bar work good, and it seems like it's doing pretty good. Let's see, 42 likes, man. Be nice to get a couple more of the, hey, Raja Bendigo Hana, Creation Dust 777, best chainsaw carver in the world. Lesbian Goust, how you doing? Never seen that one before. I'm glad you think that's pretty cool. I appreciate that, and hopefully you'll subscribe. All right. And a person's like, oh, man, he said my name. Yeah, that's all right. That's what I'm supposed to do. If you go to a channel and they don't shout at you and say hi, why would you watch them? Tell that guy is dry enough. He's dry enough to finish. But I'm not going to do it. I want to finish my eagle eyes. I can come back to these guys anytime. I don't feel like sanding today. Well, that's incorrect. I misspoke. I don't feel like sanding on them guys. How about that? So, before I move on to the eagles, I'll show you the cute little bears. Looking pretty good. This guy here, he can't keep his mouth shut. He's more like me. Whereas this guy here, he's kind of, this one would be more like Creation Dust 777. He's got it together. You know, he ain't got to stop and rattle all the time. Where this one would be more like Bear, and because Bear never shuts up. Okay, here, let me put these guys over here, and hope they don't catch on fire now that I've been burning them. Yeah, okay. And bring this eagle up here. And so we got some sand at work and dig eyes out and stuff like that. A bunch of different stuff to this guy. We'll see how he holds right there. And I'm just being happy with him kind of having a wide beak. There was a weird spot knot kind of lining the wood right here. And if I was going to go with a clear finish or something semi-clear, I'd have to fill that somehow. But being is I'm going to paint it. I'm going to leave it just like it is. But I got to dig the eyes out, and you see there's some lines in there that need to be added. I went back through it after the fact yesterday, or no, today, looking at it, and but yeah, I'll probably better fix this and that. This little thing, that little thing, that's the way it goes. A bunch of little things. But they take time, you know. Hey, we're getting close to 50 likes, all right. Heck yeah, I can't complain about that. Let's see what we've been on here, 37 minutes. Be sure and hit that like button. Hey, Urban Makings, what's going on? Glad to see you in there. Heck yeah. Okie dokie. And if you're new to the channel, you see a lot of these people slip in blue or green. Be sure and subscribe. Most of them got channels. Also, Urban Makings that's in there. He has a channel kind of like farm homesteading. Raja Bindi Gohana, that was in there earlier. He's he turns wood. He makes handles for tools. A lot of these people have channels. Okay. Boy, these glasses. That's the one thing I got to figure out with the humidity is how I'm going to keep these things from fogging up so bad. So, first things first. Actually, I need to sand the beak. You can do these hairlines that need added with this. I'll tell you, this is one I can't wait to burn because all that detail, you really can't see it the way it is right now. But you'll see it when it's burning. Okay. That's all the extra hair I wanted to add. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do is clean that beak up. I'm just trying to sand it smooth is all. Not really trying to change it, but that's it. Hey man, we're almost up to 50 likes. 2 to go. That's great. We'll take what we can get. I'm good with the beach. I think I'll need this again on the feet, but I'm not sure. But I want to do the ice first. These two cables, somehow these cables got mixed up. But anyway, I'm liking this dude. That's looking pretty good. This will be the third time I've made one of these, but I made the first two I made were in 2019, and I haven't made one since I took this back up again. So a year and a half into this is the first time I really made one of these, especially since I've really been trying to learn what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. On top of Old Smoky. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Sit that thing there, and I don't know about this RZ. I don't know if this is going to work out, especially on a humid day like today. The mask I was using, I wasn't having this problem with glasses fogging up. Not this bad, but it may just be, I don't think I had this problem yesterday. I mean, it is humid. So that's the way it goes, right? All right, put this dude on. See if I can't get it up and under the glasses. 49 likes. One to go. We'll have 50 likes. That's awesome. I'll take it. Let me practice on this side, because this is the back side. Man, I think if I go with that, the size I have, oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, let me do the same thing on this one. Yeah, not too bad. Okay. Yeah, I think I can get a little more detail out of that with that little bird. And actually, it was pretty impressed with how easy that was compared to ways I've done it in the past. I got this cord wrapped around. I better turn that like that because it might roll off if I don't. Anyway, I'm just going to round it, shape it with this smaller pointy burr. Crazy, the vibration on that thing. Oh, there we go. I'm happy with the eyes. That looks good enough. Okay, so I gotta go to the feet, shape the feet. So I'm gonna go back to this bird. And the feet, they gotta come down quite a bit, trim down quite a bit. And I noticed that I made the legs a little too short. But you'll have that. I mean, I'm not a professional. And figuring this out, the legs probably really ought to be, the feet probably ought to be about here, actually. But it's going to look all right. I mean, it's still going to look pretty daggone cool. Let's see what we got here. We got up to 60 likes. Heck yeah, that's awesome. 50 people watching. I appreciate you guys watching. That's for sure. Let's see who we got in here real quick. Let's see. Daveter, you good? You God. I'm not God, but I appreciate it. Hey, Raja, what's going on? What's going on, Professor Rusty? Let me know how much butt crack you've seen on this live. Susie Q, what do you know? Hi, William Turpin. So, guys, if you're wondering, Professor Rusty keeps saying he sees butt crack whenever he watches me. And we're all like, man, I don't know if I've ever showed butt crack. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But heck yeah. Raja, he's awesome. William, hey, William, how's it going? Matthew, the Electric Whittler. What do you know, buddy? Glad to see you. Heck yeah. One of our awesome channel members and an awesome flex shaft carver. I mean, just awesome. And his videos are cool. His Electric Whittler makes really cool chill videos. They're very relaxing carving videos. I really enjoy watching his stuff. Okay. gotta tell you, I don't normally do Saturdays, and I'm really impressed with how much I'm getting watched for Saturday. I mean, we would have this much on our normal days, but I really appreciate you guys being in here. I mean, because there's all kinds of live streams, especially in the evening. There's all kinds of live streams. I mean, there's all kinds of people putting stuff out, and so if you're here, I really appreciate it. Alright, so I'm going to give him some lines. Go ahead and mark the toes out. I guess that needs to thin out more. This one right here is kind of thick. I mean, this is kind of thick. Okay, alright, let's give this guy some lines and mark out his toes and stuff. That's what's going to make the most sense now. I'll tell you what, I'm planning on working on this mahi early in the morning. But I wouldn't, if I'm not here, it's because I found mushrooms behind the house. I'll just tell you straight up. If I find mushrooms behind the house, I'll be mushroom hunting. Simple as that. Okay. So I find morels literally right behind my house. I can look out my bedroom window, and when they get big enough, I can probably see them. I can definitely see them with a pair of binoculars. And the way it's heating up this week, and it's going to stay this week, I know it's going to be this week that we find them. And actually, it's funny. Our best long-form videos are from mushroom hunting back in last April. And what's crazy is, the one was 1 of 10, and it took back off in January, and it's almost doubled in size. And here we're just now coming up on the season. I think that's pretty cool. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? I'm just realizing that probably not. Oh well. Sorry. All right, let's get him some lines in the feet. Well, I can't wait to put the fire under this guy. I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm burning him. Fire! Goofy guy. Shut up. Okay. About lost my glasses. Gotta have them. Okay. I got the lighter in my pocket. Yes, I do. Is the gas on? No. Okay. Well, how we gonna cook with no gas? Ain't got no gas in it. Let's see what we got here. All right. Heck yeah. Okay, we got the. Hey, Alex. Is Alex in there? Awesome. All right, guys. Hey, that's my favorite Russian. Okay, we're gonna get this dude burnt. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. And I know I never have got a striker yet. I'm the one that said, yeah, I need a striker. There's that, right? I just seen something. So I meant to pull a line through here. That's why there's a mark there. Let me get that little Dremel, pull that through real quick. But it's looking good. I mean, that burn just really brings it out, I think. Heck yeah, 69 likes. That's pretty good. No longer we've been on here and know what we're doing, you know? I mean, heck yeah. Maybe we can get one more there. Maybe get to 75 before we're done. That'd be really cool. I'll take what you folks give me. How about that? I want to show you all the mahi drawing when I get this big chicken burnt here. Ain't this the best duck carving you've ever seen? If that's a duck, buddy, you probably better go back to school. Well, I'm blind, you know? I mean, I got an excuse. Okay. Thing around and do the other side. Let's see. All right. See what we can see there. Hope you guys are doing pretty good. See, we've got Matthew, John Fout. Hey, man, I appreciate that. That's what we're working on, just finishing this Eagle up. It'll be painted in the end. Heck yeah, the Electric Whittler, Creation Dust 777. Glad to see you guys in there. Matthew, don't forget to send me your phone number. Hey, Susie Q. All right, Roger must have left, but all right, let's get it done. Susie, I haven't seen you yet. Appreciate you being in there. I just got, and I'll tell you guys straight up, I'm going to start pushing Susie to everybody to buy your Kutzall burrs. Help her out. I mean, that's phenomenal that she hasn't been on YouTube very long. She doesn't have like a billion subscribers or anything like that. And yet, Kutzall was so impressed with her work that they reached out to her early in her YouTube career to offer her to be affiliate dealer for Kutzall burrs. So I could care less. It don't help me none, but I'd encourage you guys to help Susie out. All right, let's see. Get your burrs through her link. Come on now. There we go. Somebody's in there probably wondering, well, who the heck is Susie? Suzanne Henderson. Suzanne Henderson Art. That's in the chat right now. If you can get your Kutzall burrs through her, get them through her. It says it saves you $5 or 5%. I don't know if that's true. I didn't look into it. And that's not really that big of a savings, you know, but it's the idea that she's one of our own, and whatever we can do to support her, especially if we're getting something that we need anyway, help her out. Man, this almost looks like a black-tailed, red-tailed hawk. If there was such a thing, how about that? There's not. right. I don't think this guy has any need for further sanding. There might be a little brushing. There's a few spots that wouldn't hurt the brush, but it will do. Turn this off before I catch it on fire. Okay, and yeah, I have the little one, but I don't know why. I like using that big one better. Probably just because it's loud and violent and interesting. But anyway, anyway, okay, I'll give you guys a close-up view of this dude real quick. Let's see what we got here. And what did we get up to? 70 likes? Okay, we can take that. I mean, heck, we've just been on there a little over an hour and 10 minutes. That's pretty cool. And it'll look a lot better when it's painted, and the feet are kind of short, but try to give them some actual toes and some lines to them and that kind of stuff. You know, there's this piece here. Yeah, I think it's going to be all right. It's going to be colored anyway. And then, of course, the base is going to stay just like it is. It'll be in a clear. And so I think this thing looks pretty good, you know, successful. Hey, John, what's going on? Heck yeah. Glad to see you. And who's Julia? I haven't seen Julia. Hi, Julia. How you doing? Glad to have you in there. Be sure and subscribe. Okay, so that's that. We finished up these two little guys over here. And pretty much, yeah, they're until standing, and then they'll get a final burn here. I got some other stuff hiding back in there too. And we final burn that guy down there, but it is what it is. Okay, mahi mahi. Let me show you this guy. Here's what we got. So a dream on here. This plank here is like 5 footish, something in that range. And that's what I'm going to be working on early tomorrow morning. That is contingent upon I don't have a bunch of mushrooms popped in the backyard. If I do, then I'll be picking mushrooms and all over out back. So that could mean, heck, you don't even hear from me tomorrow at all, because you're not going to hear from me tomorrow afternoon. But that said, that's what I got, guys. And I just seen Joe's on, so y'all want to check out go check out Joe. And we got our bird done. We got us a little extra something in there to make up for not being in here tomorrow. And what you got? Remember that movie Biodome? Free the mahi mahi. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, no doubt. But that's it, guys. If you're around early in the morning, I'll catch you early in the morning, probably around 8 o'clock, unless I walk out my back window or look out my back window and think, I don't know. We'll see. Morels only come around for about 2 weeks out of the year. I can live stream and a whole host of other stuff anytime I want. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what I got, guys. I appreciate you being in here. Come back when you can stay later, you schmucks.